Hello and welcome to Bujobug. Today I'm showing you my May setup. In honor of May the 4th, I chose my May theme to be Star Wars. I've recently been rewatching all the movies with my family and of course May the 4th. So I thought May would be the perfect month to choose a Star Wars theme. As usual, I'm making my cover page a quote page and then a title page. The quote I chose is by Mas Kanata and it says, "The belonging you seek is not behind you, it is ahead." I thought it was a nice quote, so I chose it. The background for my quote is a sky with stars. I think that's something you see a lot in Star Wars. I believe it's also the first shot you get in every Star Wars movie, but I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on that. So on the right, I chose to draw a Death Star. I'm not sure if I like it. It's a little weird looking in the end. I think it's cute. I'm not the greatest artist, so it's not amazing. For almost this entire setup, I used my new Crayola Supertips. I'm very happy with them. So for this Death Star, I used multiple shades of gray and just drew in the circle first, and then the equator is a little darker. I had a reference picture of it. And then I also used a gel pen to have kind of the lights that you can see on the Death Star. I tried to go in with a little shadow. Don't think it really worked. But yeah, I tried my best. I think it looks decent. So this kind of circle thing I have going on is something I've been doing this entire journal. If you've seen my April setup, you can kind of see it. It's less obvious, but I thought the Death Star was a perfect fit for that. Here you can see me writing the title of May in gel pen. I did not like the way that looked, so later I did change that. I just went over it with gray again and then wrote May in bigger letters. You can see here I'm just drawing in the stars really easy. Some of them are bigger, some of them are just dots. So here I'm going in and covering it back up. But the quote, I just used my own handwriting. You can see there it looks better. I'm not completely convinced, but this page is the one that I really liked. I saw on Pinterest a similar kind of setup with Tatooine's binary sunset, and I thought it was really pretty, so I tried to recreate it. I used sunset colors. I liked them a lot. Here I went over it twice because there wasn't much different between the colors. So I drew in the suns, and then I used purples, pinks, those kind of colors to draw in. This was honestly just an excuse to use as many colors as possible from my new marker set that I bought. So as I said, Crayola Supertips, I saw them online, everyone's using them, everyone's super happy about them, so I waited until Easter so I could buy them, and I've been really happy with them. They don't bleed through the paper even when I went over it twice over there. So I do recommend them if you were thinking about buying them. Oh, and for the May writing of the title, my head was in the frame too much. I don't know what I was doing for this video, but my head was in the frame so many times. So I just used a gel pen to draw in the calendar. I don't actually use it to write in any dates or so. So I just wrote the numbers in the middle. My calendar boxes are 3 by 3 squares, so it's small, it doesn't really hide what's going on behind it, and I really like how it turned out. Next to that, I just have a brain dump and a to-do page. I kind of made this shape. I don't know where I got it. It's just a shape, and then I continue the colors from the page next to it to fill it in, so it kind of has that continuation from the last page without actually covering up the entire page because I need room to write. This is probably one of my most used spreads just because I literally write down anything and everything. Again, I used the gel pen to just write in the titles. Again, my head is in the frame. I don't know what I did. This font that I'm using is literally just a fancy version of my own handwriting. You can see me using it all throughout this spread. This title of my journal page is also that style. It's just my go-to. I don't know why I specifically picked it for this page. So in here for the boxes of my journaling, like 1 line a day page, I used the kind of same concept of continuing the color horizontally, so they have like the same gradient on both sides. But I was kind of tired of filling in the whole pages entirely, so I just made the edges of the borders. On this page, I actually messed up a lot. You can see it here with the box that I drew wrong. But also, you can see later that I wrote in headache twice, when one of them is supposed to be move. Then I messed up a lot with the colors, and I counted my numbers wrong for the journal page. So this page was a lot. There's a lot of whiteout on it. I don't really mind, but yeah, I'm just telling you, I know. So here in a bit, you can see me getting confused over the numbers, and then I realized that I needed to redraw some stuff, so I just added on to the box, and then later I did use whiteout to kind of make that line go away. So for my mood tracker, I went back to the monochrome look of the colors. I decided for my moon tracker I was gonna do lightsabers. So you obviously know that lightsabers have different colors, so I assigned them all a mood. So obviously red is angry or very bad, and then you have yellow, green, blue, purple. They're pretty. So I filled in all the hilts, and then as I go, I'm gonna fill in the actual saber part of it. And then I have a recap page where I just write everything that I want to remember from that month. So music, TV shows, everything I'm currently obsessed with. So this is the first weekly. The first 3 weeklies look like this. I explained in my last setup video kind of what it is, but I'll explain it again if you're new. So I have my deadline section, I have my events section, and then I have a space to put in the dots for the bullets for everything I need to do. So I fill in the deadlines, and then in the column in the middle I just fill in when it needs to be done. I messed up the days here, so I went over it again, and then it still doesn't look great, but it's functional. I know when days are, so it's fine. It's all fine. So I just repeat that for every week. I chose a different color for every week just to have a little variety. It doesn't really matter. You can do this with just a fine liner, and you don't really need this to be fancy, but I just like the color. So this is my last real week of class before my exams start. I still have, before my exams start, this week that I'm showing you now is the last week before my exams. I don't have school, so I can study. So this is a different layout when you saw when I had a holiday. When I had Easter break is the same kind of layout, except here I did Saturday and Sunday as a separate box. I made this one a little bit more fancy because it's almost exams. I need a little mood booster to keep me working hard. the final stretch of the semester. So I'm really excited to use this page, not really excited for exams. So we'll see how that goes, but I like it. I like the way it looks. I'm proud of the setup, and this is a flip through. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye!